Hey crafty people, this is Ellen with EGI Designs. Today I was making a happy birthday card and I wanted to go through that with you. I cut out this happy birthday to you. I love this die because it takes up so much real estate on the front of your card, but it looks really awesome and cool. And this particular time, I used the Erin Creative cardstock. And this is a really chunky glitter sequined kind of paper. And I used the Concord and 9th Perfect Pairings die to cut that out. And this paper, because it's so chunky and it's not really thick, but the sequins on here are like layered, like plastic sequins. So I needed to use, I just want to show you, like it's really shiny, so I'll just show you the side of it really quick. Alright, that is the Precision Chrome plate from Sizzix. And it really helps when you need to get through really thick paper, or you have a delicate die cut or things like that. So I used that to cut that out. My plan was to use this Crafter's Workshop stencil. This one is called Tangled Flora, and I was going to stencil this onto here, and I was going to use the picked raspberry distress ink, and then once that was on there, then layer that on like that so you had the flowers in the background. I am making this an A6 card. I need to put a gift card in it, and the gift card is pretty big, so it would fit better in an A6 card. So let me get this cleaned up and then we'll get started. Okay, and I brought out my waffle flower grip mat to help me doing my stenciling, and I have no idea what I last used on my pink brush, so I'm just rubbing it off on a roll of paper towels. Alright, let's see. Just trying to think of placement. Actually, I think I'm going to flip it around so that the big flower is in the top corner, because then it won't get covered up. And the great thing about these grip mats is that they will hold your paper and your stencil, so you don't have to keep holding onto that while you're trying to stencil. And you can put your ink pad, and that's stuck very well. Alright. I think that will be a good complement to there's a lot of pink in the glitter in that, so. I'm just gonna wipe this off while it's on here. I just have a microfiber cloth for that. This is a very delicate stencil, so if you're using a grip mat and you have a delicate stencil like that, just be really careful when you peel it up. Ooh, wow. Okay. That looks awesome. Oh my goodness. All right. I think I'm going to cut out a white layer and do a drop shadow on this, just so it pops off the background a little bit. But I love that stencil, holy cow. And you just spray it with water to clean it, and it will stain. It's made out of the same material as stamps are. It's photopolymer, and so like reds and purples will stain that, but it doesn't affect its use at all. Okay, I'm gonna clean off the stencil. The easiest way to clean a stencil off is to just use rubbing alcohol, and I have mine in a repurposed face spray bottle. So you just spray it on there and then just wipe it, and it dries really quick and it gets all of the ink, the stains and everything off of there. So I mean, we had pink on here, which should stain it, but with the alcohol it's all set. Alright, let me go cut another piece and I will be right back. Okay, I cut that out, and I actually did it with black for the drop shadow, and I wanted to put a little bit of the Distress Spritz on the back of this, to kind of tie over the shine. And I have Uncharted Mariner and picked Raspberry. When you use the Distress Spritz, you need to shake it up really well, and basically it's a clear liquid with a colored powder in it. And this one I'm just gonna, you can either spray it or you can just use it from the nozzle. Just wipe up my mat. I love working on this glass mat because you can just clean it right up, no problem. Alright, this one I'm going to give a little bit of a dry so that we can move on and glue the happy birthday on. And I had started to put on some glue before, but then I wanted to do the spritz, so the glue was already drying a little bit. And I did actually switch around too. I liked it with this flower sticking out. Okay, we'll let that stick. Trying to think of what color card base would be best. I might put a black matte and then do a white card base. Let's see. Yeah, because that'll really make that pop. And then do the white. Alright, let me cut this. I think this is just a quarter, no, it's a ½ inch smaller. So we need a, let's see, 6 by 4 1/4. I think one of those edges wasn't straight from an earlier cut. Alright. Today I'm using the Gina K Black Onyx for the black. Oh yeah. Let's see. Oh yeah, I like that. Okay. We will do that. Alright. So since this is a 6 card, we need to have the card base be 6 1/4 by 4 1/2. So we need 6 1/4 by 9. Let me get my trimmer. Then we need to score it at 4 1/2. Oh, I like that. And this is a birthday card for a 16-year-old. So I thought it would be fun to go extra sparkly and extra fun with it. Alright. So I'm going to attach this to this. I'm just going to use my tape runner for that. Awesome. Look how sparkly that is. Now that is a party on a card. Let's see. We can, these are the Northern Lights Embellishment mix from Simon. Let's see how these look. Okay, I'll glue these on. I think it just adds a little more party. And I love this little triangle tray. It's from Pink Fresh Studios, and it's got such a nice little funnel on that. Okay, I'll let that dry, and in the meantime, let me go grab the die that makes the pocket for the gift card. Okay, so I have this die. It's there's a whole bunch of different sizes, but basically it can make a little pocket for you to put a gift card in, and I love this. I use it all the time. I cut out this came from the Concord and 9th pattern paper, the 2024 color collection, and I thought that this was a nice complement to that, and that is the Wildberry color. So what I'm going to do is I'll show you how to make one of these or put it together. Here's my gift card. Okay, so I'm not sure if you can see it from the front, maybe a little bit in the light there, but you need to fold it on these lines. And from the front, I like to really burnish that. Make sure that the creases are really crisp on that. And then I take, I think this is 1/8 of the double-sided tape. And 1/4 inch would probably fit, but it would be really tight. A really tight fit on that, so I just go a little bit smaller. Okay. Then I used my weeding tool to get the backs off. Okay, so open up the card. And you just want to be sure that you have enough room. Like this one is really tall, but the next size up of the pocket would not have fit in here. So what I'm going to do is actually fold this in half and put it in there. But normally what you'd want to do, normally it'll fit in here, but it might be a little tall. You just need to make sure and see how tall this is, and you know, put the bottom of the pocket accordingly. But it doesn't really matter on this one since we have to fold it. Okay, and you just stick it in your card. That's perfect, so good to go. Next I need to make a panel for the inside of this. So let me get that together. Okay, I grabbed some stuff for the inside panel. I cut a small strip of the matching that we used here, and I'm going to put that on the side. I'll do that first. I'm going to use the 1/4 inch tape. And you could use your tape runner or anything, glue. I just figured if I was using my tape runner, I'd probably go off the side of the road there and get it everywhere. So we have that set. And then here's the inside panel, which will sit like that. So it'll be cute tie over. And I think I'm going to use the Birthday Your Way by Papertrey ink. And I love all the different fonts in here. Let's see which one we want to pick. I think this one. I think I'm going to use this one, but I think I'm going to do a little bit of the stenciling on the top there. Let's set this down. Let's see. I'll just use the ink I already had on here. Right, and so that was very easy. You just have a little bit there so it looks, it adds to it so it doesn't look as plain. But then we use the stamp with that and it will look really good. Just adds a little interest to the inside of the card. That's better. Alright, and for this one I'm going to use the Wildberry from Concord and 9th because that matches with the paper on the inside for the pocket and the polka dots stripes. The Concord and 9th ink cubes and the bigger ones, they're foam, so you have to be really careful that you don't like squish it onto your stamp, because otherwise the ink is going to leak out all over that and make a big mess. So you just kind of go gentle. There. We have that. Okay. I think we are winding down. So we have our beautiful sparkly card. This is for his 16th birthday, so I love how blingy and celebratory it is. And then we have the inside, and we can put the gift card in there. And then we have the panel for in here, and I'll write it out and then I will stick it in here. And then what else do we need? Oh, we need to put on my stamp. There we go. Now we're finished. Okay. Anyway, I hope you've enjoyed this project, and I will link everything that I used in the description box, and they are affiliate links, and all that means is that if you click on them and end up making a purchase, I might get a small commission for that at no extra charge to you. And that really helps me out in my channel, and I appreciate you shopping through my links. I'd appreciate it also if you could like, subscribe, and all that jazz. And until next time, take care.